this be one of the best moments of your life. You're listening to the Business Mirror Podcast for a broader look on business with Senior Editor Dennis Estopace.
Good day, I'm Dennis Estopace, and welcome to Wednesdays with John Mangun, a podcast to be anchored by John Mangun, a columnist for the Business Mirror newspaper and who operates a website titled mangunonmarkets.com. Mr. Mangun will share with us one of the many pieces he wrote for his column titled Outside the Box, which is published every Tuesday and Thursday in the op-ed section of the Business Mirror. We hope you enjoy your Wednesday with John Mangun.
2020, that's a wrap. In the early days of the movie industry, at the end of shooting a scene, the director would say, "That's a wrap," supposedly an acronym for wind, reel, and print. All the filmed raw footage was sent to the processing lab. Select cast and crew members viewed the dailies to judge performance and technicals. Similar to a wrap is an autopsy, when a pathologist cuts a dead guy open to find out what killed him. The following is either a wrap or an autopsy. Beginning on January 24th, 2020, with my editorial, China's Health Problem is Our Problem, I wrote more than 100 pieces on the pandemic. This involved hundreds of hours of research, both health-wise and economically. I can now say with absolute certainty and confidence that I still don't have a conclusion about what has been and is going on. If you do, you're a better man than I am, Gunga Din, and much smarter. Being simple-minded, I am somewhat stunned by these events. On November 18th, Pfizer and BioNTech conclude Phase 3 study of COVID-19 vaccine candidate meeting all primary and secondary efficiency endpoints, unquote. That's November 18th. Then on December 16th, quote, new SARS-CoV-2 variant spreading rapidly in the UK. While mutations are normal, but not expected to reduce the effectiveness of vaccines, the timing of the vaccine mutation is impeccable. The UK was shut down from the rest of Europe just as the UK-EU Brexit negotiations were at a critical phase. In May, CNN said, coronavirus mutations, much ado about nothing. Now, CNN says genetic experts worry coronavirus vaccines might not work as well against the UK variant. The mother of all coincidences. The virus mutates within a month of vaccines becoming available. Good job, virus. It starts in the UK, which is ready to leave the European Union without a deal. Continental Europe closes its borders with the UK, then, quote, COVID-19 isolation gives Britain a taste of no-deal Brexit, unquote. Look, it's like this. Dear UK, you have been warned. Love the EU. I have had many incredible experiences in my life, but I can say without equivocation that 2020 was my most remarkable year. That contrasts with two local pundits. One wrote, it's been an awful year. The other said, for most of us, 2020 is a forgetful year. Most of life is all a matter of perspective. The number 4 is considered unlucky in Chinese because it is nearly homophonious to the word death. The British Medical Journal reported a study of mortality in the U.S. over a 25-year period. And listen to what they discovered. On the 4th day of the month in California, Asians were 27% more likely to die of a heart attack. But in English, the number 4 sounds like fortunate. A table with 4 legs is the most stable. It's all a matter of perspective. Making broad generalizations about the horrible effects of the pandemic is a fine intellectual exercise. Look, I too had a very close friend suffer miserably through his COVID illness, and yeah, I feared for his survival. But I will remember 2020 as the year when my family and neighbors actively looked for ways to help people suffering more. It was an awful year for the family that lost their commercial remodeling business. It's a year to remember as they built a now thriving fruit-vegetable business. Probably I am the unique exception. All the plans I made for 2020 died from COVID. Yet despite all the hardship, I have never been closer to my wife and sons. And as a family, we can take anything 2021 throws at us. Happy New Year.
Thank you for listening to the Business Mirror podcast. For a broader look on business, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Business Mirror. Until next time.